Hello everyone, welcome back. I am here back again with part 8 of What If Deku Was a Ghost. And let's just get right into it. I had a lot of things to say, but right now I'm not gonna say them. Why? Because I don't wanna. Regardless, as right now, let's get into the ghost zone. Right now the place is as cold as ever, and the screams of ghosts can be heard from afar. And one of these many screams are none other than Midoriya's scream being slammed into the ground and somebody just jumping on top of him, with Izuku saying, "Get off of me, Clamper!" As Clamper said, "Friends!" As Izuku said, "I told you, I don't wanna play!" As Clamper said, "My new best friends!" As immediately Izuku just kicking him off as he stand up and someone speak up in the earpiece in his ear saying, "So, how are you doing with your new BFF?" As Izuku said, "That's not funny, May." As May said, "You're the one that wanted to be his friend after he offered. And as usual, you're the victim of your own big heart, Midoriya." As immediately Clamper just shooting an icicle on Midoriya, which Izuku just turned intangible to dodge. As immediately he just shooting an ecto ray into Clamper before they start holding hands trying to push each other off. As May said to Midoriya, "You know, you could train here, you don't need to train in the ghost zone." As Izuku said, "You said it yourself." As Izuku kicking Clamper away. "Training in the ghost zone will be a lot more efficient," as he's shooting an ectoplasmic ray into Clamper while Clamper started grabbing Midoriya and slamming him rapidly left and right while he's saying, "The ghost can continuously evolve if have." As May said, "I can't understand what you're saying because you're being rapidly slammed to the floor." As Izuku said, "Just give me a minute, let me deal with this." As Izuku finally just exploded himself with ecto energy, freeing himself from Clamper's hand as he said, "Alright, I had enough of this game." As Midoriya just creating an ecto whip with his hands and wrapping Clamper with it before throwing him through one of the doors into God knows where. As Izuku dusting off his body saying, "Would you look at this? This actually start working for me." As May said, "What is working for you? Are you actually start evolving?" As Izuku said, "I guess. That was the first time I did that whip." As May said, "Well, good for you." As Izuku said, "Oh, where was I? Yeah, you said it yourself, May. A ghost can continuously evolve if have enough, with enough training and willpower and ectoplasmic energy. So, what's better place to train than the ghost zone, the place that all ghosts originated from and the place where all ecto energy is? If I trained here, maybe eventually I'll become stronger than All Might." As May said, "Come on, don't you think you're going a bit too far with that?" As Izuku said, "Who knows, maybe I will." "But regardless, what about you? Do you have..." Wait a minute. Are you chewing?" As Mason, "Yeah, I'm chewing. I'm eating right now." As Izuku said, "What are you eating?" As May said, "What do you think? The only two things that are edible and drinkable in this castle. Milk and cheese." As Izuku said, I don't have milk and cheese there." As she said, "Oh, it's not you, it's your friend over here." As Izuku said, "Wait, my friend? You're not talking about..." As Izuku hearing from May's side, "Well, isn't it you, my boy?" As Izuku said, "Yeah, of course, the Dairy King." As May said, "Yeah, I was surprised the first time he showed up, but he offered to give me some milk and cheese, so I accept. Oh, and also it's really delicious, surprisingly." As Dairy King said, "I appreciate that, young lady. But this is my special recipe. I'm happy that you like it." As Izuku said, "Well, regardless of that, what about, you breaking the code? Have you managed to restore the files?" As May said, "Restoring the files from these computers that are like 1,000 years old is gonna be literally miraculous if it happened." As Izuku said, "So, you're saying that you couldn't restore them? As May said, oh no, I'll be able to restore them. I just need so much longer time. As Izuku said, well, try to do that, please. Who knows what these computers have? Whoever owned this castle before must must know a lot about ghosts. After all, you have that whole giant lab inside. As May said, oh, by the way, you didn't tell me the name of the person that was here before. As Izuku said, oh, why don't you ask the Dairy King? Isn't he by your side? As May said, oh, you're right. Mr. King? As he said, just call me Dairy King. As she said, so who had this castle before you? Oh, I am the original owner of this castle, but if you're wondering the person that was living here, oh, it was a man named... let me remember his name. I'm sure my memory is a bit foggy, but... As Izuku said, come on, it's literally written on one of the... Man... what was it? Why can't I remember? As Dairy King said, oh yeah, it was Vlad King. Vlad Masters, I mean. As May said, Vlad Masters? As Izuku said, oh yeah, Vlad Masters. Gosh, why couldn't I remember that? He was the person that originally owned this place. As May said, well, whoever that guy was, he sure was an intelligent guy. These codes are very hard to break. I'm sorry, Midori, but I don't think I can crack this code without, well, the code. As Izuku said, the code? Do you need like a secret password or something? Izuku's talking while he's flying through the ghost zone and, just fighting a couple of low-tier ghosts, of course. As May said, do you have any ideas on what the code might be? As Izuku said, a password, let me think. As Izuku just destroying another ghost. As he said, how about Maddie Masters? As May tried the password that Midori just told her, and it actually worked. As she said, would you look at this, it actually worked. As May continue asking Midori, saying, how did you know that? As Izuku said, I don't know. I guess it was the name of that guy's wife. He has a lot of pictures about her. Too many, and some of them I don't even want to see. As May said, well, I'll be happy to tell you that I actually managed to get into the files. As Izuku said, really? What did you find? As May said, some of them are very old and glitched and even, broken, and I can't restore all of them. But I managed to restore one file right now. As Izuku said, really? What is it? What is that file? Tell me what's in it. As May said, it seems that the file is in the name of that, as suddenly the signal just get blocked, as if it just disappears. As Izuku said, hey, May, are you there? What's wrong with the signal? As suddenly, from behind, Izuku just hearing a voice, alarm system just going off. As Izuku looking back to see just a giant prison. And suddenly, some soldiers coming out saying, you're under arrest for trespassing. Stay put and we'll come to arrest you. As Izuku said, what the? As some of the guards start shooting at Midoriya with their staffs. As Izuku starts running or flying out of there, saying, ghosts? Police ghosts? Here? The ghost zone? What the hell? As immediately they start shooting at Midoriya. As Izuku starts blasting some of them, as he said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to trespass. As the police just said, freeze. As Izuku said, I'm not gonna do that. As Izuku continued fighting a couple of them, destroying them left and right before one ghost managed to shoot him from the back, which Midoriya, feeling the pain of the shock as he's barely keeping his eyes open. He tried to look behind to see a guy with blue skin and one eye. As one of the soldiers said, Captain Bullet, you're here. As Bullet said, what is all this mayhem is all for? Can't you even capture one? Oh, wait a minute. As he looked at Midoriya, as he said, "It's the ghost child." Well, would you know, Walker will be very pleased with this one. So the rumors are true. As Izuku trying to stand up to attack, but from behind someone just hit him on the head with a staff, as he barely keeping his eyes open, and Bullet said, "Don't worry. Welcome back to your prison cell." As Izuku closing his eyes and losing his consciousness. On the other side, Mei is saying, "Midoriya? Midoriya, you there?" Damn, it just seemed that the signal just cut. As Dairy King said, "Is the boy fine? I don't want him to get hurt." As Mei said, "I don't know." As she looking into the portal saying, "Should I go after him?" As Dairy King said, "Oh, no, young lady. Fighting is not for princesses." As Mei said, "I'm not a princess. I'm an engineer." As the Dairy King said, "What's an engineer?" As Mei said, "Well, it's something like the person that create a lot of things." As Dairy King said, "Create like what?" As she said, "Like these gadgets that Midoriya uses." As the Dairy King said, "Well, that's amazing." As Mei said, yeah, it's really amazing, especially... No, Mei, focus. Focus, I need to contact Midoriya. Who knows what's happening on that side? I'm gonna try to get the signal back." As the Dairy King said, "Well, I'll be standing right here if you need any milk and cheese." As Mei said, "Thanks." As she trying to contact Midoriya again, but on the other side, Midoriya is inside a cell, being chained into a chair, while he's saying, what, Well, look what we have here. So the rumors are true. You are back. I knew that one day you'll return. After all, criminals and prisoners can keep running all they want, thinking that the justice will never catch up to them. But it always will. Their karma always catch up to them, just like it did to you." As Izuku said, who are you?" As the guy stepped out of the shadows saying, "So you don't remember me, huh? It's either that or you're playing the full game again. Well, I'll remind you. I am Walker, the warden, judge, and executioner of this prison. I'm also the jury and executioner. And also, as Izuku said, the executioner." As Walker said, "You can be smug and trying to act so foolish as much as you want, ghost child, but I know who you are." As Izuku said, "Well, Walker, Mr. Warden, Judge, Jury, Executioner, whatever. Can you free me out of these cuffs? I apologize, I didn't mean to trespass on your prison. This is just a big misunderstanding." As Walker said, "You think just because you changed your pajama I won't gonna recognize who you are?" As Izuku said, "A pajama? This is a combat suit!" As Walker said, yelling at the warden, "Well, that's against the rules." As Izuku said, "The rules?" As warden or Walker just bringing out the book out of nowhere, summoning it. As he said, "These are the rules, boy, and you just broke one of them. And also, let me read you some of your crimes. The ones that you just committed, and the ones that you committed before." As Izuku said, "Before?" As Walker started walking around Midoriya, while talking about his crimes, trespassing, yelling at the warden, attacking police force, and illegal use of very stupid puns. As Izuku said, "Wait, you mean to tell me there is a limit on how stupid my puns should be?" As Walker said, "You like that rule? I recently added it after I met you." As he closed the book in his face, as he said, "Now, normally I would give you the normal sentence, which is, everybody knows it, life in prison, but today I'm feeling generous, so I'll end your suffering quickly." As immediately he just pointed at Midoriya saying, "Execution." As Izuku said, "What? I didn't do anything. Don't I have the right for a fair trial?" As Walker said, "No, you don't." as some of the guards come inside the room and were about to take Midori, but Izuku said, I think you're forgetting one thing, Mr. Walker. As Walker said, and that is, as Izuku said, I am half ghost. As Midori tried to transform back into a human because he already recognized that a human can phase through the walls of this place. So he tried to turn back into human, but suddenly Midori getting shocked, a very deadly shock, as Izuku fall into the ground saying, what the? As Walker said, you think I don't learn from my mistakes? This is exactly the way that last time you defeated me. So, I made these special collars for you. Only for you. They stopping you from turning into human. Every time you try returning into your human form, you're just gonna get shocked and shocked and shocked. Just to make sure you don't try to phase out of your problems, boy. Now take him out of here. I'm already very annoyed by seeing his face. As immediately they taken Midori out of there, while Walker saying, you'll be executed after 1 week. Enjoy your time in prison. I'm sure you're gonna like the new design that we made. And the bit changes, as immediately Izuku being dragged into his cell and thrown inside of it, as Izuku said, can't I have the right for 1 call at least? I know my rights. This is... as Izuku just laying on the ground saying, this is bullcrap. Well, if it isn't the painkiller himself, the Ghost Kid, or better known as the Ghost Child. Or Spectre Phantom, that's what your new name is? As Izuku looking back to see none other than the artist. As Izuku said, the artist? As the artist said, did the karma finally catch up to you? Your crimes have finally catch up to you? Did the law finally catch you? As Izuku said, I'm inside a cell, so... As he just grabbed him by his neck saying, you criminal! There is no punishment enough to describe or even come close to the pain that you caused the Mona Lisa. As immediately Izuku said, can you stop shaking me? As one of the guards pressing on a button causing Midori and the artist to get a shock using their collars. As the guy said, how about you two calm down now? Noni, how about you hold that for the cafeteria later? You'll need it. As the guy just laughed and walked away. As the artist said, whatever. As Izuku said, so, why are you here? As immediately, the artist said, graffiti. As Izuku said, so they basically throw you in prison for street art? As he said, well, yeah, they call my arts criminal. As Izuku said, okay. As immediately the artist said, how dare them stop me from creating more and more art? Like, where am I? The paper is not an enough surface for my art. I need a bigger thing to draw on. As Izuku said, yeah, sure. As Izuku started looking around the room, which is very barricaded. The window is closed, the bars are strong, and right now the artist said, good luck trying to run out of here. And even if you did run out of here, these collars will gonna shock you. We're gonna shock you until you are knocked out the moment that you step out of the prison. As Izuku said, sure. There must be a way out of here. As the artist said, didn't you hear what I just said? I told you, there is no way out of here. As Izuku said, yeah. As suddenly, Izuku, trying to see what he has on. Sadly, they took everything that he have. His ecto detector, his thermist, his other, gadgets, and his ghost portal detecting device that he stole from Skulker. Although one thing that they forgot to check, which is his ears, as Izuku looking inside his ears to see the earpiece. As the artist said, huh? How did you manage to smuggle this in? As Izuku said, don't worry about it. How about this? Would you want to break out of here? As the artist said, what, help you break out of here? No way. I'll let you run out of with the crime of killing the Mona Lisa? As Izuku said, you're right. It would be better if Walker kills me instead of you. As artist said, kill you? As Izuku said, yeah, didn't you hear? He said that he'll gonna execute me after 1 week. So, I guess I'll die. Well, guess you'll never have your revenge against me. As artist said, revenge? As Izuku said, well, that's a good thing. You know, revenge is not very a good thing and it's never give you. As immediately the artist looking at Midori saying, what is your plan? I'm gonna help you to run out of here. But after this, I'm gonna kill you myself, understood? As Izuku said, alright. As the artist said, okay, what's your plan? As Izuku said, first of all, what do you know about this place? As artist said, fine. As he started talking to Midoriya about what he knows about this place, since the last time that Midoriya met him, he'd been stuck here. He started explaining the amount of guards around the place and their shifts. Where are the prisoners and who are here and who is not here? And immediately while Izuku just walked into the cafeteria, everyone finally recognized him. The ghost child. So when they surround him, they start punching him left and right, left and right. Oh, and eventually one of the prisoners being artist also start attacking Midoriya as Izuku said, artist, what the? As he punching him in the face saying, hey, as he whispers in his ear saying, I said I'm gonna help you run out of here. I didn't say I'm your friend, did I? As he just kicks him away and they just start, well, attacking Midoriya until finally the cafeteria shift is over and everybody back into their little cells. And Izuku right now just, my head spinning. As immediately the artist just taking something out of his hoodie, showing Midoriya that he got some things. A bit of knives, sporks, or what does it call? You know, spoons and forks, yes. As immediately Izuku said, nice. As the artist said, so, why do you need all of these? As Izuku said, simple. Because if I use them, I'll be able to break your little collar. As he said, you'll seriously be able to break my collar with just forks and knives and spoons. As Izuku said, hey, I'm a guy that works with a lot of technology. I have experience on these kind of stuff. And one of my friends is really good at these stuff. So I think I can handle them. As Izuku started working on trying to break the artist's little collar. As eventually, after a while, he managed to. As immediately the artist said, finally, as he pulls out his giant pencil, summoning it. As he pointed the pencil into Midoriya's neck, and Izuku said, artist? As artist said, give me one single reason why I shouldn't kill you right now and use your blood for painting. As Izuku said, if you kill me right now, you'll never leave this prison. And Walker will surely gonna make your punishment even more severe. As well, immediately artist just thinking about it, so he slashes Midoriya, which broke his collar, and he said, I hate that you're right. As Izuku said, thanks. As immediately artist said, so what's the next step? Spectra. As Izuku said, alright, the next step is this. As Midoriya transformed back into human before walking through the wall, and artist said, Spectra? Phantom? Ghost Child? As after a while, he's just waiting, but saying, that guy just freaking leave me behind. God, I knew I should have never trusted that ectoplasmic pain on my... As suddenly, the gate of his cell just opens up. All the cells opens up. The electricity on the fences around the prison all break. And the guards are all shocked about that before Midoriya come back into the cell through the wall saying, I managed to turn off all the security systems. Come on, let's leave. As immediately Artist said, you didn't leave me behind. Why? As Izuku said, I promised you, and you didn't kill me too, so you could say that's one by one. Regardless, after which Izuku transformed back into his Spectra Phantom and started fighting against some guards with the help of, well, Artist. After a while, Izuku just seeing the gate and was about to run, which Artist said, go, I'll hold them off. As Izuku said, you're gonna what? As he said, I said go! As immediately, Izuku just leaving quickly as possible, while Artist just using his, well, art to draw all over the place, dragons, little ghosts, anything that couldn't he imagine he draws into this reality, which is making this prison on a very, very big chaos break right now. Regardless, with the guards just trying to follow Midoriya, immediately Midoriya managed to get away from them, and using the device that he got from Skulker, the ghost portal detector, he started flying, saying, come on, ghost, where is the nearest ghost portal? As immediately the device detecting a portal, and Izuku said, great, as he started flying, while behind of him, Walker and Bullet are following, while Walker saying, I'm not leaving you run away this time, ghost child. As immediately Izuku was going through the portal, but suddenly a shock just hits his back again, as Izuku just being held down by Walker from his neck, as he said, forget the execution, I'm gonna kill you right now myself. As he was about to stab Midoriya, but immediately from behind, someone shooting an ectoplasmic ray into Walker, which freed Midoriya, and Izuku looked to see Artist, as Artist said, now we are equal. As immediately Artist said, go, I'll hold this guy off. As Izuku said, Artist? As he said, I said go. This is personal. Nobody's stopping my graffiti work. As immediately Izuku seeing Artist start fighting against Walker and Bullet together. While he's seeing this, he just taken his chance and walked right through the portal before it closed, and the Artist being left behind to fight against Walker and Bullet. Which, on the other side with Midoriya, he finally come back into his world saying, man, that was, as here finally he get back his signal, as Mei saying, Midoriya, do you copy? As Izuku said, hey Mei. As Mei said, finally I managed to get to you. What happened? As Izuku said, where do I start? As he started flying back into the castle. And this is gonna leave it off, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you think about this part and what do you think we're gonna have at the next part. I'm sorry about my talk, maybe. I'm getting a bit rusty. It will need me a bit of time before I get back into how I used before. But for the meantime, I hope that you enjoyed the video.